This month, I can help you keep more than $80 in your pocket and more than $960 a year on cleaning bottles with just one simple trick, for only about $5 for 30 days of use. And what I'm talking about is laundry detergent mixed with salt. It fully checks all 3 boxes, safe, able to handle a lot of stubborn stains, and cheap. The difference is it doesn't come in a pretty bottle, and it doesn't have an expensive name. Take the regular bottle of dish soap in your home, for example. It was not made to handle every tough job. The more you try to make it clean, stubborn stains, the more it will get back at you by scratching that item. Trust me, that is not the happy ending you want to see. Now let me, Billy, show you 3 simple formulas that are easy to make in just a few minutes of mixing, shaking well, and using right away. You'll have a mixture that can replace a lot of those branded cleaning bottles out there. Stay until the end of the video, because today you and I are not just testing this formula, we're also exposing 3 common misconceptions that make a lot of people try it at home and then give up. Let's get started. How it works. I have to admit something. In my house, washing dishes is not always some small after-dinner chore. Sometimes it is the final battle of the night, especially after barbecue, after a slow-cooked stew, or after a sauce with sugar, honey, spices, and meat fat. Those things are delicious on the table, but when they meet high heat, they leave behind a burnt, sticky, black hard layer that clings tightly to trays and the bottom of pots. I used to soak trays like that overnight. Then another night after that. One time, almost 2 days later, the burnt layer finally softened a little. And when you are standing there, scrubber in hand, looking at a stuck-on stain that still will not budge you, understand why people are willing to try every trick online. Now let us get to why I do not use store-bought dishwashing liquids. This is the whole reason. On Soap Making Forum, one of the oldest online communities for people who make soap from scratch, there is a thread from 2016 where a new member asked for a dishwashing liquid recipe that did not require wearing gloves. The forum's expert moderator answered, "You will have to choose between something that actually cleans but requires gloves and something that does not require gloves but also does not clean." She confirmed what soap chemists had known for decades. The miracle of supermarket products is really just living better through chemistry. And that is why this video was made. But I do not want you to try this out of desperation. I want you to understand why some recipes can truly help and why some recipes only scratch your things. First, let me tell you the chemistry part, because once you understand why these 4 ingredients work together, you will not need to memorize the recipe anymore. In today's recipe, laundry detergent is the main grease handler. It has surfactants which help grease leave the surface and go with the water instead of sticking back onto the pot. Any simple liquid laundry detergent will work, even the bottle of laundry detergent you already have at home. Salt is the scrubbing power. The small crystals rub against the surface without scratching the way steel wool does. Salt finds the burnt food stuck hard to the surface and lifts it off with physical force as you scrub. And this is the part most people do not know. Salt slowly dissolves while you scrub. By the time you are done, the salt is gone. There is no powdery residue left to wash away. It does its job and then disappears. Next, baking soda is an alkaline grease cutter. But when grease has been heated and cooked into a hard layer like the burnt ring at the bottom of a stew pot or the grease stuck around the edge of a bacon pan, heat has changed the chemistry of the grease, and you need something alkaline to break it back down. Baking soda is that thing. It is also a natural deodorizer, which is why the same kind of baking soda can absorb odors in the refrigerator. And warm water is the carrier. It helps the mixture spread more easily and helps soften the grease. But too much water will make the mixture run off the stain. When combined, those 4 things do exactly what a $20 branded pot scrubber does: lift, break down, scrub away, and rinse clean. And this recipe takes only 3 minutes. This is the whole buried secret. Recipe 1. Now we get to the part most people clicked on this video to see: mixing laundry detergent with salt. What is the recipe? How do you make it? How do you prepare it? Here is the full recipe in the most detailed and complete way. The recipe is very simple. First, prepare a bowl, a stirring spoon, gloves, a soft sponge, and a wide-mouthed jar with a lid if you want to store the rest. You need 1 cup of liquid laundry detergent, 1/4 to 1/2 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of sodium bicarbonate, meaning salt. There are 2 ways to mix it. For a liquid version to wash greasy pots and pans, use 1 cup of liquid laundry detergent, 1/2 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 1 tablespoon of sodium bicarbonate. For a paste version that clings to burnt stains, use 1 cup of laundry detergent, 1/4 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sodium bicarbonate. Do not just mix everything randomly from the start. Put the warm water into the bowl first. Add the salt. Stir slowly for a few seconds. Add the sodium bicarbonate. Then keep stirring. Add the laundry detergent last. Stir gently from the bottom up. Do not beat it hard. You do not need a bowl of foam. You need a mixture that can cling to the stain. Let the mixture rest for 2 to 3 minutes. If it is watery, add 1 tablespoon of sodium bicarbonate. If it is too thick, add warm water, 1 tablespoon at a time. The right texture is soft, slick, easy to spread, but not running off the burnt spot too fast. When using it, scrape off leftover food first. For a stainless steel pot, apply 1 to 2 tablespoons of the mixture to the bottom of the pot. Wait 10 minutes, then scrub with a soft sponge. For a barbecue tray with burnt sauce stuck on it, rinse with warm water. First, pour out the dirty water, apply the paste to the burnt area. Wait 15 minutes, then scrub gently in small circles. For dishes that are extremely greasy, I just mix 1 spoonful of the mixture into a basin of warm water soak briefly. Then rinse again very thoroughly. If there is any left over, put it into a wide-mouthed jar. Do not use a drinking bottle. Do not fill it all the way. Put on a large label, "Scrubbing mixture, do not drink." Keep it away from small children, pets, bleach, vinegar, and other cleaning products. Before using, stir gently so the ingredients do not settle. In my experience, this mixture should be used up within about 2 months from the day it is made. My wife and I also went through exactly what everyone goes through. Every winter, my wife's hands cracked from dishwashing liquid. After washing pots, she had to put on hand cream, then repeat that cycle every night. We tried brands advertised as gentle, and the result was either the dishes were not clean or the next morning her hands still felt rough like sandpaper. That was when I realized the problem was not her skin, but the chemistry. I also want to make one thing clear before you use this recipe every night. This mixture works best on the hard-to-clean items stainless steel pots, with baked on grease baking trays with burnt sauce stuck on them, pans with old oil residue. But if you use it for regular dishes after everyday meals, I do not think it will make that much of a difference. For those items, what you need is not stronger scrubbing power, but a milder, gentler recipe, clean enough without making your hands take the beating every night. And that is the next recipe you need to hear. Recipe 2. I want you to understand this right from the start. This recipe does not do the same job as the first recipe. The laundry detergent and salt recipe is better for grease-burnt sauce stainless steel pots and hard-to-clean baking trays. But not every stain in the house is grease. Some stains are drier, hazier, whiter, clinging around faucets, inside drinking glasses on sinks, or inside the refrigerator. For those stains, I do not want to add more detergent. I want to change direction. Grease needs detergent. Water residue needs a mild acid. The basic recipe is 1 cup of white vinegar, 1 cup of water, and 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon of salt. If you use it in a spray bottle, use only 1 teaspoon of salt. Less salt leaves less residue and is less likely to clog the spray nozzle. If you mix it in a bowl to wipe the sink, drinking glasses, or faucets, you can use close to 1 tablespoon of salt. The way to mix it is very simple. Add the water first. Add the white vinegar. Then add the salt and stir or shake gently so it dissolves a bit. Do not turn this recipe into a thick paste. The vinegar needs to touch the residue. The salt only needs to add a little friction while you wipe. White vinegar has acetic acid. It does not pull grease the way laundry detergent does. It does a different job. It helps soften light mineral buildup, hard water, stains haze on glasses, and mild odors. The salt is just the part that gives that buildup a gentle nudge. In this recipe, vinegar is the one that unlocks it. Salt is not the main character. You can use it for cloudy drinking glasses, the sink after washing dishes, faucets with light buildup, or the inside of the refrigerator. With the refrigerator, I do not spray the whole compartment wet. I spray it onto a towel, wipe the shelves, then wipe again with a clean towel. For a faucet with a white ring around the base, soak a towel with this mixture, wrap it around the buildup for 5 to 10 minutes, then scrub gently and rinse again. But be careful. I do not use vinegar on natural stone wood, cast iron, aluminum, thin-plated items, rubber seals, if it has to be used often, or any surface that is sensitive to acid. And absolutely do not mix vinegar with bleach or pour vinegar into a place where bleach was just used. This recipe was not made to beat grease. It was made for water residue, mild odors, haze, and dull spots. Use it in the right place, and it is very useful. Use it in the wrong place, and it will cause trouble. Recipe 3. I think it would be a real miss to talk about salt in cleaning recipes and leave out this little trick: toothpaste and salt. After grease in pots and pans, after water residue on glasses and faucets, there is still another kind of dirt that is really annoying. It is not big. It does not make you panic. But every time you walk into the bathroom, you see it. The stain ring around the sink, the dull marks at the base of the faucet, the slightly yellow edge of the basin, or the grout lines that look older than everything else. This is where the third recipe comes in handy. It was not made to clean the whole room. It is like a small brush in a toolbox. Use it on the right spot in the right place. The recipe has 3 things: 1 tablespoon of white toothpaste, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of dish soap. I say white toothpaste because it is easier to control. Do not use colored gel activated charcoal toothpaste with large grains, or toothpaste that is too strongly whitening. For this trick, we need a fine scrubbing agent, not something too harsh. Put the toothpaste into a small bowl first. Add the salt. Mix so the salt sticks evenly into the toothpaste. Then add the dish soap and stir slowly. The right mixture will look like a thick cream, a little gritty, and able to cling to the tip of the brush. If it is dry and clumpy, add a few drops of water. If it runs like water, you have thinned it too much. When using it, lightly wet the area that needs treatment. Take a pea-sized amount with an old toothbrush. Apply it to the stain ring around the sink, the base of the faucet, the edge of the basin, or the tile grout lines. Let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes. Then, scrub gently in small circles. Do not try to beat it with arm strength. A small brush in the right place is better than a big scrub pad in the wrong place. After scrubbing, rinse clean with water, then wipe dry. The real result you may see is that the stain ring looks lighter, the faucet edge looks neater, the surface feels less sticky under your hand, and the small corners look cleaner when the light hits them. If the stain just showed up recently, 1 gentle pass may be enough. If it has been sitting there for months, do not press harder. Do 2 gentle passes. I would rather repeat it 1 more time than leave behind a permanent scratch. And here is the important limit. I do not use this recipe on glass mirrors, natural stone, thin plated surfaces, non-stick pans, or anything shiny and easy to scratch. Anything that can dull a stain can also dull your nice surface if you use it in the wrong place. The limits. But now let me be honest with you about something. Any method, whether it is a chemical product from the store or a homemade trick mixed in the kitchen, has its own limits. And I do not want to hide that part from you. I do not believe in the perfect recipe. I believe in the right recipe. The first limit is time. Homemade mixtures are not something I make in a big bottle and then forget under the sink for half a year. They are not like bottled products from the store. They can separate thick and thin out change smell or simply stop being as easy to use as when they were first mixed. So I usually write the date right on the jar. In my experience, it is best to use it up within about 2 months from the day it is made. If you open it and notice a strange smell, a strange color, a film on top, or you no longer remember when you mixed it, do not feel bad about tossing it. Making a new batch is much cheaper than using something you are not sure about on things in your home. The second limit is how bad the stain is. These recipes work best on stains that are still sitting on the surface grease haze, light residue, new stains. But if the burnt layer has built up over many years, the grout has changed color deep down, or the plating has been damaged, then you are not really cleaning anymore. You are trying to repair a surface that has already been hurt. And a homemade recipe cannot do that. Answering a few questions. Before we finish, I want to quickly answer 2 questions that I know a lot of people will be thinking about by this point. The first question, so why does it clean better? The short answer is because you are not just adding something for no reason. You are splitting up the work. The liquid detergent in the first recipe helps pull grease and dirt away from the surface. Salt adds light friction, so when you scrub, the sponge does not just slide over the dirt, it has a little more force to loosen it. If there is sodium bicarbonate, it helps with older stuck-on stains, mild odors, and annoying residue. The second question, do you need to wear gloves? Yes. And this is very important. I know a lot of people think it is just salt, vinegar, toothpaste. What is the big deal? But when you scrub for a long time and stay in contact with detergent, mild acid salt, and warm water, the skin on your hands can still get dry, irritated, or cracked. So now we have gone through quite a few cleaning recipes today, from laundry detergent and salt for the hard-to-wash items, to white vinegar for water residue, then toothpaste and salt for small bathroom stains. So I want to ask you, have you picked the recipe that fits your family? Yet tell me in the comments below, what was the worst burnt pot you ever had to scrub? The one you looked at and thought, you know what? Maybe I should just throw this thing away. And if your mother, your grandmother, or an older neighbor ever had an old recipe that could do what store-bought cleaners do, share it. Those tips only stay alive if someone tells the story again. If you want to know more about how we use simple tricks to take care of the kitchen, the bathroom, the garden, and the whole house, subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment with the topic you want to see next week. See you in the next video.